Welcome back to Adri's Farmhouse Kitchen. Today we are in the garden, in the raised bed garden, and we are going to fill most of my 21 raised beds together. So in this vlog I am going to show you how it all starts, how to build a garden from scratch to grow a year's worth of food. Today we're going to fill 5 of the 21 raised beds, but first we are filling with the soul of the beds, all the layers of the goodness, what our flowers, fruits and vegetables will need to grow and thrive. Today we are filling the raised beds with topsoil, wood chippings and homemade compost. Welcome to the garden. It is a bit windy, so I hope you can hear me. It is end of February and my raised beds are filled, so we are ready to plant something in it. What I have removed from the old house, lots of flower bulbs and stuff like rhubarb, horseradish, asparagus. They need to go now to the ground. So today we are going to plant some of those. Today we are going to plant the Dahlia bulbs, what I've just got right behind me here. And I've chosen this raised bed right here. So I might just put them like, I've got my hoe and I'll just make like a small trench in the middle, and I'm going to plant the Dahlia in one row in the middle, and probably I'm gonna bring the Gladioli bulbs out and we can plant the bulbs alongside on both sides the Dahlias. Also we might do asparagus, horseradish. We'll see how it goes. I am doing really well so far. We are on our first raised bed, nearly done. So right in the middle, I have put all the dahlias all along. And now I am filling the raised bed with the gladioli bulbs. I have got loads of gladioli bulbs from the old house. So I have decided to go around as a frame around the dahlia and just put bulb by bulb next to each other and fill the whole length of the raised beds on both sides. And I have still ended up with loads of leftovers, so I have decided to put some more across as well between the dahlia plants. And just like that, we are nearly finished the first raised bed. It was such a lovely day to be out in this glorious day, although it was a bit windy. So I'm switching to voiceover so you can hear me better, what I have to say. But you know, when I just close my eyes and picture that beautiful gladioli patch from the old house in full bloom, it just honestly fills my heart with so much joy. So I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out. I am not a flower expert in any way. I am a gardener. I love flowers, recently I really enjoy bringing in cut flowers to my kitchen, and that's what I try to do here. So I haven't put much of a flower beds in my raised beds when I plant, but you know what? I just cannot stick to plans anyway. I like to have a plan, but I keep changing my mind all the time, and this is just the way I am. So I have already changed my mind. I have only on my first raised bed, but it makes me laugh. But it is what it is, just the way I work. And I have decided to dedicate quite a few of my raised beds to flowers because I just love flowers. It attracts insects, birds, gives me joy, why not? So that's what I am doing. And today we planted nearly 5 raised beds. So all 3 of this row where we are now, it's Dahlia and Gladioli. And the second bed, it's gonna be little bit of leftover of Gladioli, and then we're gonna have almost 3 good 2.5 raised beds of Asparagus. So super excited about that. I'm not sure how it's gonna work out, if it's gonna give us anything, because they've been sitting now for a while, couple of months in a barn / garage. But I couldn't hold off any longer. I said to myself, as soon the raised beds are ready and filled, I have to put these bulbs out. I have decided to put the tulip bulbs and hyacinth and a few more bulbs to the pots by the wall, and we just see how it goes. My original plan was to put all these flowers alongside the fence, but because this was a menage, digging, it's an absolute nightmare. So I very soon realized I cannot physically dig and grow much around the fence. I wanted to do it more than anything as a wind barrier, but I have to come up with another plan. And the other plan is probably build raised bed, but it's big expense again and lots of soil. What is again time and money. So I need to be patient with myself and focusing on this year for the raised beds, and then the upcoming years I can still build the wind barrier all around the fence and raised beds and whatever, plants, fruit, flower. I think it's gonna help for us, for the garden and for the wildlife later on. So I am on the next raised bed, just put the leftover Gladioli bulbs and getting ready the beds for the asparagus. I am going to plant the asparagus next. These asparagus has been in a garage now for a couple of months, and they started shooting. Can you see? And all these baby asparagus coming up now. So I've just soaked it in water, and then we're going to plant these next. I have sown these asparagus 6-7 years ago from seeds. I think it's about 6 or 7 years ago, and they developed this gorgeous crown now. So it's a bit windy, but it's such a gorgeous day. I have just planted now all the dahlias, all the gladiolis. I put the horseradish in a big pot, and now I'm working on the asparagus. I'm just making a big, like a drench in the middle. The end of it, it's the leftover of the gladiolis, but I'm gonna do another asparagus bed. And then we're just going to ridge it up when it's done. make sure I put the right side down. What is where all these spider, like a spider, roots are. I'm supposed to leave them quite a distance, but they can spread this way, so I'm just gonna put them next to each other. I had to switch to voiceover because my mic it's not great with the wind, so I have to work on that one. But I am filling the raised beds now with asparagus, and because I've got so many asparagus and I don't have enough raised beds to put, like, let's say have 5 asparagus beds, I would love to. So I think I'm pushing it a little bit. I should have left a larger gap between the asparagus crown, but I am just putting it. They are quite nicely developed 7-year-old crowns, and I'm just going to just put them right next to each other in the middle. So fingers crossed it's gonna work. Okay, 2 beds is done. Let's go one more down the third one with these asparagus. Hi, Kelly Welly Wellies! I've got my goat here with me. And just like that, we are already on our 3rd raised bed. And this is gonna be full asparagus. So the next 2 raised bed is gonna be asparagus only for now. But I'm already thinking what else I can stick in there. So I'm just doing the same scenario, just putting a 1 row of asparagus crowns right in the middle, and then I'm just kind of earthening them up from the both side after I've laid them nicely all together. So as you can see, they are absolutely lovely asparagus. If you were here with me, it was an absolute nightmare to dig them up. It took me hours. They were all tangled together, but because I've sown them from seeds, I really wanted to bring it with me. It's such a hard work, and this is now in that stage when actually could produce for me for about 20-25 years. So that's why I have decided to bring it with me, and I'm just hoping that it's gonna work, you know, because obviously lots of those little spider roots been unfortunately snapped. So we'll see what's happened. I'm not sure if we're gonna have any asparagus this year. I'm hoping we have, but we're just gonna have to wait and see, friends.
It's almost coming to. Yeah.
Don't know. I can smell smoke.
Hope so. Go check.
So I am working on the 4th raised bed now, and this is gonna be exactly the same than the 3rd one. Fill it with asparagus crowns and cover it back up. And then my batteries died on my camera, but the bed just next to this bed, I've just put 3, I think it's marshmallow or echinacea, and that was it for the day. I really enjoyed myself outside working in my raised bed garden. We ended up nearly 3 beds of asparagus. Wow. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today in my raised bed garden, and I cannot wait to show you more. But for now, bye friends.